welcome back to our second video for Snowball Assembled. We're on page 335 of your book and we've selected our pom-pom. Now we're going to go to Edit, Copy, Edit, Paste and Back. Apply a black fill to the copy. So here's our fill, click it and make it black. It doesn't look like it's black on the image because the object in front of it is white, but know that we do have the object that's in back selected. So now let's select our object that's in front. I'm going to deselect and then go back and click on this object. You can see here that the fill and the stroke are back to what they were because I have the object in front selected. Then we're going to remove the stroke. So click on your stroke to make it active and remove that stroke. Lock the white pom-pom. Object, lock. Using the direct selection tool, select the bottom anchor point of the black copy. So we'll select it again. We know we have the black copy selected because we can see our stroke and fill here, and because it's impossible to select the top pom-pom because it is locked. So now we need to click on this bottom anchor point to activate it. Use the arrow keys to move your anchor point 5 points down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, move the left anchor point 2 points to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move the top anchor points 2 points up. 1, 2. Your work should resemble figure 50 of your book. Using the same method as above and figure 51 as a reference, create distorted black copies behind all of the remaining objects except the torso, nose, and oh no, we do get the nose. So you don't want to get the torso, mouth, or eyebrow. Save your work and then close your Snowball Assembled. So I'm just going to go through and do this pretty quickly. I would like for you guys to check for craftsmanship. For instance, look right here. Do you see that little edge? So as designers, we're going to make sure that we don't do that kind of thing. So I can move my object down by using my arrow keys to get rid of that. So since we're on the hat, let's just go ahead and work with that hat and get it to look nice. So we're going to first select this red part of the hat. We go to Edit, Copy, Edit, Paste and Back. Change the fill to black. Then we're going to select the front copy, Object, Lock, Selection. Click on your direct selection tool. Select that again. Now we have the back copy selected. And then which anchor points are you going to change? That's up to you. So I'm going to start with this one. I know that if I change this one, we're probably not going to see too much, just a little bit. We'll move this up. This one up a little. So this is called your pseudo stroke. So you are going to create that pseudo stroke to all of your remaining objects. Selecting the hat band, Edit, Copy, Edit, Paste and Back. This is where getting to know your shortcut keys really make things move along pretty quickly. Then we're going to change our fill. We're going to select that front copy again. We're going to go to Object, Lock, Selection, which is a Control 2. Then click that back selection again, and then move around. I'm going to move things to get it to have that sort of neat effect where it actually looks like we've drawn the object with a neat little pen of our own. Give it some inconsistencies here. All right, good. So let's do this face. going to select this whole object and move it up just a little bit. Maybe down. Okay, so let's select the face. This actually, I moved it over and now I'm going to move it down to give even more of a different look. Whoops. So mistake there was I didn't go back and grab my original anchor point. Do something a little different. I'm actually just going to not make a copy of this, but I'm going to select this one anchor point, and I'm looking at the book for reference, and it looks like this one anchor point, the artist has brought it in just a touch to give it some personality, so that's what I'm going to do. Let's work on this eye. A reminder of what we're doing, I'm going to walk you through it. So go to Edit, Copy, Edit, Paste and Back. Take your fill, make it black, and click either one of your swatches, then select the object in front, edit, or object lock, selection, click on that on a different anchor point, move it around. I'm just going to go out just a little on that one. All right, let's work on the nose. Go back and select the forward object, object lock, selection, click on this. Let's play with the anchor points. So I think what I'm going to do I'll probably go back and arrange this object just a little bit to have these two, bring them forward in front of the nose. So we'll come back to that one. So this is one where it gets a little bit more complicated. I'm going to see if your book tells you how to do this, and it does not. So I'm going to go through and show you how to do this particular object. So we're going to the snowball. So we're going to go to Edit, Copy, Edit, Paste and Back. Then we're going to select this front object and go to Object Lock, Selection. Then I'm going to select this object again. I wonder if I didn't paste it in back. So Let's go to edit, undo, lock. Make sure I pasted it in back. So I'm going to redo this. So we're going to go to edit, copy, edit, paste in back, then deselect, select your object, object, lock, selection, click on the back object. Okay, before I didn't do that correctly. Okay, so now I need to change the fill to black, and then watch what happens when I start to move these around. I'm gonna move this around and it still has that round stroke. So let's move this around. I'm going to show you how it's going to change the object. So here's where we can really play around with things and make things fun and have different textures. So move things around a little. Move this over just a little bit more. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, and your book shows this, an illustration of this, but it doesn't tell you how. So we're back into our stroke area, and then I'm just going to get rid of that dashed line. So now it's back to being smooth on the outside, and so it gives it just a little bit of a different texture. Okay, so let's move down. We are on the mitten at this point. Edit, copy, edit, paste in back, and click on that mitten again to select the front object. It looks like on the back one I forgot to change the fill, but we can go back and do that. So I'm going to go to Object, Lock, Selection, and then click back on the mitten. It's going to select the one that's behind. Now I can go ahead and change that fill to black. Click on the individual anchor points. The pseudo stroke. Move that down even more to make it match this sleeve, although when I move the sleeve it'll change it too. And I think I'm going to do the same thing for the top of the mitten, just a little, just to give it a little personality. Okay, all right, so let's work on the sleeve. I'm going to zoom out so you can see what I'm doing better. Edit, copy, edit, paste in black, change the fill to black, then select your front object, object, lock, selection, select the back object, click on the individual anchor points, and then we have your snowball assembled. So save your work. Oh, I want to do one more thing. Look at his eyes. He looks like we're gonna make him look even more crazy. I'm gonna click on that middle pupil iris, move it around a little. You could even select the entire object, click on your rotation tool, give him a real weird look here. All right, and we're finished. Save your work.